Good evening. My name is Margaret Shimada, and I'm the Director of Social Services here at Little Tokyo Service Center. It's really, truly my honor to welcome all of you here to what we hope will begin an open conversation on compassion and well-being. This evening, we'll address something that is often viewed as sensitive and taboo. It's a subject that we don't talk about around the dinner table or in gatherings such as this, and that's the subject of mental health.
Tonight, we will share a broad range of perspectives and experiences as they relate to mental health within our community.
Hi, my name is Mariko Koda. My little English problem, speak English problem, not comfortable. My friend, Imoto-san, help me, please.
And it's my pleasure to be able to read Ms. Koda's story. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mariko Koda. My first introduction to LTSC was 5 years ago when I had tried to commit suicide the first time. At that time, I was taking care of my husband who was critically ill. He was a good man, but he also drank a lot because he was so frustrated with his condition. When he drank, he would start yelling at me, so I felt like I was in constant stress. I was so busy taking care of my husband, I couldn't take care of myself, even though I now realize I was sick too. My daughter and her husband wanted to take care of everything for me, but I knew they did not know how to take care of my feelings, so I decided I must move out. But I had nowhere to go. So I called Akiko and said, I'm homeless. Akiko told me to apply to Casa Heiwa for nice housing right above the Little Tokyo Service Center. I have been living there since then, and I am truly enjoying my life now. If someone were to come to me for help, I would tell them, I understand, I tried too. I would tell them there are people who can help you. I would listen to them, let them talk, because the more a person talks about it, the more they realize how stupid it sounds. The most important thing is to listen. Even the most quiet people have something to share. I want to share my story with you because I want to pay it forward. I can never repay Yasuko, Akiko, and LTSC for giving me new hope. If telling my story helps someone, I need to share it. I am not embarrassed or ashamed because it is my story. Thank you for inviting me to share my story with you.
At the age of 16, I learned from my health class why we get sick, how to cure sickness, and basically everything I needed to know about health, right? So how come at the age of 18, I didn't know why I was feeling this constant restlessness? I couldn't figure out how to get rid of this feeling of butterflies in my stomach, even though there was no reason to have any butterflies in my stomach. At the age of 18, no one explained to me why I could only walk halfway to my classes before having to turn back around and go to my dorm to stay in my bed all day. At the age of 18, no one told me that one day I would wake up in the morning hyperventilating, shaking, and laying on the bathroom floor trying to calm myself down while not waking up any of my roommates. Now, I'm at the age of 21, and I can tell you that what I was experiencing was my first anxiety attack. With the encouragement of my friend, I sought out help by going to counseling and psychological services at UCLA. My experience there is what influenced me to become a strong supporter and an advocate for mental health today. Feeling nervous and honestly really embarrassed, when I walked into that facility, I was just shocked. In the lobby, every single seat in front of me was filled by students like me who were waiting to schedule an appointment with a counselor. This overwhelmed me with so much emotion because I, along with so many other people like myself, felt so alone during the time that I was struggling with my mental health. Walking into that lobby, I realized that there were so many other students like me who were having their own battles with mental health. Today, my hope is for every kid who ever struggles with their mental health to understand that they should not feel different or embarrassed for having a mental illness.
Okay, so the tough it out is an interesting one because, my hope is that maybe this can be transformed. Got it. Maybe this can be transformed so that once you understand what it is that you need to tough out, it could be more effective. Because being depressed and trying to tough it out by not doing anything about it is a non-functional goal. It's just not efficient. It doesn't make sense, especially knowing that there are treatments available, knowing that there are medication options available. So the toughness actually comes in going and taking care of yourself. Right? If you broke your leg, your parents wouldn't say tough it out. They would say go get treatment. And if as a child you said, no, I can't, I'm scared, they'd be like, tough it out, go to the doctor. Like, you need to put the cast on and don't you dare get it wet. Right? So this, my hope is that that can be transformed so that parents can support their kids in the toughness of going and seeking out mental health treatment, because that's not easy. It's not like you just show up and like everything is better because now you take a pill and you go to therapy. Therapy is hard. It sucks. You feel worse a lot of the time, right? Medications have side effects sometimes. And so it's not an easy process. So I hope that that's where the education piece comes in. And not being afraid to talk to your kids when they're little about mental health and mental illness, so they're not scared of it. And hopefully this will get integrated into schools too. So you don't have to wait until college till you can finally get some help. That's it. I think we're out of time.
My pain is like a river of tears, so vast it fills the four oceans. My joy is like the spring, so warm the flowers bloom. My heart, it sings the truth of what I feel, the pain of hurt, the joy of love. I'll notice as they come and go.
Okay, I estimate roughly only 4% of those Japanese Americans who live in LA are accessing the mental health services that they need. But why is that, right? Well, there's a variety of reasons why that is. LA County, we serve about 250,000 individuals a year. We provide a whole continuum of care from inpatient to day treatment to outpatient prevention services. But the problem that we face is that we have stigma, and we also have, I really do think as it affects the Japanese American community, there are certain things that we kind of learn from our parents, that communication is just not fair, right? And you can't just blame it on the Issei's and the Nisei's because they were interned. Hey, as I look at some of my friends who are Sanseis out there too, we kind of repeat the same thing as well. So there's certain things that we have to kind of change ourselves in terms of our own way of parenting.
And lastly, we thank all of you for being here tonight. We hope that this starts a new discussion, that it continues past tonight. So thank you.